It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's coming up next.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from Baltimore. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Slot man in motion left. He finds Aguilar. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. Bateman hauls it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's Henry on the option. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Nearly an interception on that play. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion right. Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm not not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They put a receiver in motion right. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll run here with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. They're running the option, short side. Give him 5 yards. Now they're going to snap third and goal from the 1.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Bullock's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership...
There he goes, right sideline! And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the first. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. A tight end in motion now. First down, here's Lamar. Taken in by Likely. Hit some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Gets this one to Andrews. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Lamar out of the pistol. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, Jackson. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion, out of the slot. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
First down, and they go right back to him. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
That's caught for the first. Gets it to the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Here's 2nd and 2. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Lamar. Into the hands of Likely. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pistol snap to Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Connects with Bateman. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. That's taken in by Henry. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Throw on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Dak now from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. This finds likely. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Lamar off the play fake. Caught by Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He finds Aguilar. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw for Jackson. Aguilar with the grab. And he'll go down here at the 16. Second and 3 now. Jackson's gonna throw again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Jackson yet again. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Jackson throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. Down 2, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the fourth quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. Third quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10, Prescott. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Throw complete to Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He's on the move. He'll try and run this. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push this to an 8-point game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push the lead to 2 scores now.
Ravens 12.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They've got a man in motion. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Play action now with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Lamar now from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
This our last play of the quarter. Throwing again is Dak. Completed to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Third and just 2 to go. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Second and 3 now. Play action, Prescott. That one's incomplete over the middle. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here. Trying for it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First down, here's Lamar. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. The tight end going in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Into the hands of Likely. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. still going inside the 35. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Give now to the running back. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Cowboys with a 10-point advantage. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Dak now from the gun. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get get all of it there? And he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we're gonna have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. It's Vaughn again, and they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Once again, it's Vaughn. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, and we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Ravens send Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Rolling left, buying some time, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And he can't overlook anybody on the schedule, Brock, because the second you do, you wind up in a trap game against a motivated group like this. They really seized every opportunity presented and surprised a lot of folks in the league with this win on the road. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.